Hello, I'm Rick Merrill. You can get a hold of me at rickmerrillattorney.com. I'm an attorney in Everett. One of the things we do is we help people with auto accident injury. There are kind of some slang terms with our business, just like there is with any business, and I kind of have a little thing here I want to talk to you about, and I call it PIP, Rogs, and other weird words. So maybe I can explain some things to you. PIP, it's personal injury protection, so PIP, right? That's a good name. It's one of those things in your auto insurance that you can buy to protect you if you're injured. PIP means that personal injury protection. If you get injured in an auto accident, whether it's your fault or not, your insurance company covers your medical bills up to a certain point. Most people, it's $10,000. I have seen $25,000, but most of the time it's almost always $10,000. It's also one of those things you have to opt out on. When you buy auto insurance, you're buying liability insurance. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, to protect you and your automobile and people that you might have in your car, so it's liability insurance. You can buy other things, collision, PIP, UIM, all those things, but you have to specifically opt out of those. PIP is one of those things you can buy with your auto insurance. A lot of people have it. It's a good thing to have. Another term that we use in the law, it's called damages. But we kind of look at damages as money, what you can get. There's special damages and general damages. So you might hear attorneys or paralegals talk about specials. And what that means is, people will describe that sometimes as things you can hold in your hand, like specific amounts of medical bills. It's a finite number. It's it's $1,000, it's $100,000. I don't know what it is, but that's a special. There are things that you're out money on. Maybe your clothes got damaged or something like that, or you missed work. That's a finite amount of money. We can add that up, and there it is. So that's what's called specials. We know exactly what it is. You can kind of hold it in your hand, as they say. Not really, but there's also general damages. And general damages on TV or in the public really are pain and suffering. You can't really hold it in your hand. It's not a finite number. We don't really know what that is. I mean, no amount of money is enough to help someone recover from any kind of pain, but pain and suffering, we call that general damages. The other thing are special damages, but it's all damages. Also, we have something called UIM, and most people say it is uninsured motorists. It's really not. It's underinsured motorists. It's one of those things you have to opt out on. Or you buy liability insurance. If you want UIM, you have to ask for that and you pay extra for that. Really, it means that if someone causes specific damages, right, special damages, general damages, and it's their fault, their insurance company pays a certain amount of money if they're up to their liability limits. So you buy liability insurance and it's a limit. Let's say you buy liability insurance, $50,000. You injure someone or damage someone, your insurance company is liable up to that $50,000. If your damages, remember, general specific, are more than the $50,000, you have to try to get that money somewhere else, and that's where your underinsured motorists come. So you buy underinsured motorist coverage, and my neighbor, nice guy, but let's say he causes me damage, he only has $50,000. My damages are $75,000. So then I would go to my own insurance company. My own insurance company would step into the shoes of my neighbor, give me that other $25,000 under that UIM section of the policy. But you have to buy that. You have to ask for your insurance company. It's one of those things you could opt out on, so that's UIM. Something else we call a subro. You'll hear paralegals or attorneys talk about subro. And really that means is that if somebody paid out some special damages, right? We talked about special damages, they're entitled to get that money back. So it's a subrogation, right? They're subrogated to the amount of money you're gonna get. Your insurance company put out PIP coverage, they're subrogated, they get that $150 back out of that $1,000 or whatever it is. One of the things you'll hear attorneys or paralegals talking about, they'll talk about Rogs. And really it's short for interrogatories. If some reason you can't settle with the insurance company, you don't get enough money, you don't like what they're giving you, or it's not enough, your attorney can file a lawsuit. And part of that discovery process, and by discovery I mean you file a lawsuit, the insurance company on the other side hires an attorney, and that attorney's entitled to get all the information you have that's going to support your case. And you're entitled to get all the information that the insurance company has to support your case. It's called discovery. So in this discovery process, we can send questions back and forth, ad nauseum, and they have to answer them, you have to answer them, and they're called interrogatories. I should just say questions, but they don't, of course, we make it complicated. So it's short for Rogs, interrogatory or Rogs. So that's kind of in a nutshell some of these weird words you'll hear slang with the attorneys. Again, get a hold of us at rickmerrillattorney.com. If you have any kind of auto accident injury or any injury, we can definitely help you. So thank you.